June is the sixth month of the year in the Julian and Gregorian calendars and one of the 4 months with a length of 30 days. June is the month with the longest daylight hours of the year in the Northern Hemisphere and the shortest daylight hours of the year in the Southern Hemisphere. June in the Northern Hemisphere is the seasonal equivalent to December in the Southern Hemisphere and vice versa. In the Northern Hemisphere, the beginning of the meteorological summer is June 1st. In the Southern Hemisphere, the beginning of the meteorological winter is June 1st. At the start of June, the Sun rises in the constellation of Taurus. At the end of June, the Sun rises in the constellation of Gemini. However, due to the precession of the equinoxes, June begins with the Sun in the astrological sign of Gemini, and ends with the Sun in the astrological sign of Cancer. No months start on the same day of the week of June in common or leap years. This month and May are the only 2 months to have this property. June ends on the same day of the week as March in all years. In all years, June starts on the same day of the week as February of the following year. In years immediately before common years, June starts the same day of the week as March and November of the following year. In years immediately before leap years, June starts on the same day of the week as August of the following year. In years immediately before common years, June ends on the same day of the week as August and November of the following year, and in years immediately before leap years, June ends on the same day of the week as May of the following year. In common years, June starts on the same day of the week as September and December of the previous year, while in leap years, June starts on the same day of the week as April and July of the previous year. In common years, June finishes on the same day of the week as September of the previous year, while in leap years, June finishes on the same day of the week as April and December of the previous year. Name of month and folklore: the Latin name for June is Junius. Ovid offers multiple etymologies for the name and the Fasti, a poem about the Roman calendar. The first is that the month is named after the Roman goddess Juno, the goddess of marriage and the wife of the supreme deity Jupiter. The second is that the name comes from the Latin word iunias, meaning younger ones, as opposed to Maias, for which the preceding month may be named. In ancient Rome, the period from mid-May through mid-June was considered inauspicious for marriage. Ovid says that he consulted the Flaminica Dialis, the high priestess of Jupiter, about setting a date for his daughter's wedding, and was advised to wait till after June 15. Plutarch, however, implies that the entire month of June was more favorable for weddings than May. In Iceland, folklore says that if you bathe naked in the morning dew on the morning of June 24, you are supposed to keep aging at bay for longer. Events in June. Caribbean American Heritage Month, Festa della Repubblica Italian Republic Day is celebrated in Italy on the 2nd of June each year. The day commemorates the institutional referendum held by universal suffrage in 1946, Ada Festival the first 2 weeks of June every year. Madaraka Day June 1st to commemorate when Kenya gained internal self-rule, World Environment Day June 5th to create awareness on the environmental issues, Flag Days of Sweden, United States, Denmark, Argentina, and Romania, D-Day landings by Allied forces in Normandy, June 6, 1944, Promo 3/4 Trubau Day, on June 8, a public holiday in Slovenia in commemoration of the birth of the founder of the Slovene literary language, who was according to some sources born on June 8, 1508, Kamehameha Day, on June 11, is a state holiday in Hawaii, U.S., honoring the first ruler of the one-time kingdom. Philippine Independence Day is on June 12, Feast of Saint Anthony of Padua June 13, United Kingdom Trooping the Colour, Bloomsday in Ireland and worldwide for fans of James Joyce's Ulysses is June 16, Youth Day in South Africa June 16, Comrades Marathon in South Africa. Juneteenth, primarily in Texas June 19, Martyrs' Day in Eritrea June 20, West Virginia Day in the U.S. state of West Virginia June 20. The solstice called the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere and the winter solstice in the Southern Hemisphere occurs on dates varying from June 20 to June 22. In the pagan wheel of the year, the summer solstice is the time of Litha and the winter solstice is that of Yule. Feast of the Birth of St. John the Baptist June 24. Statehood Day in Slovenia June 25, Feast of St. Peter and St. Paul, principal patrons of the Roman Catholic Church, June 29, Mother's Day, Father's Day, in the United States, the United Kingdom, Mexico, Venezuela, the Netherlands, Ireland and Canada on the third Sunday in June. Midsummer is celebrated in Finland and Sweden on the Friday between June 19 and 25. Gay pride celebrations take place in many countries in honor of the Stonewall riots. The majority of the Portland Rose Festival occurs. The first Monday in June is one of the public holidays in the Republic of Ireland. In the Irish calendar the month is called Meaithim and is the middle month of the summer season. Secondary schools are off during the month, while June is the last month in primary schools. The second Sunday in June is Canadian Rivers Day. Children's Day celebrated in many Eastern European countries including Portugal, Poland, Slovakia, Romania as well as China and other countries throughout the world. Almost all of interleague play in baseball occurs in this month, with 15 of the 18 interleague games occurring this month. The other 3 are played on the third weekend in May. Caribbean American Heritage Month, Bike Month in the Lower Mainland and British Columbia, Canada, Independence Day in Iceland, Fisherman's Day celebrating the work of fishermen and those lost at sea. June is Black Music Month, in the United States June is LGBT Pride Month. June 21 is Go Skateboarding Day, June 24 is National Holiday of Quebec, June is End Boss Month, June is Around the Green Month at the Golf Channel, June is Audiobook Month, June Symbols, June's birthstones are pearl, alexandrite and moonstone. The birth flower is rose. The zodiac signs for the month of June are Gemini and Cancer. References